Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brad Lewis with Premier Marketing. Welcome to today's webinar. Hey, we're excited. It's launch day, actually, for Wealthmax Bonus Life. So we're excited to be here on launch day as this product's getting released to the market. It's been a work in progress for Equitrust to get this one going again, and we're very excited that it's going to be available for you to show to your clients. So if you've joined us for the other webinars that we've had recently, we've talked a lot about the fact-finding process and opportunities to sell different life products to help your clients prepare for the good days ahead. And this product is one of those that really fits into that really, really well. And Leon Fitch with Equitrust is with us today, and he's going to be going through not only the product, but some ideas of where the product fits into the marketplace. And then we're going to discuss how sales come about and how to illustrate the product, those types of things as well. So on behalf of Kathy Elkins, Kelly, and also Jacob, the life team here at Premier, we want to welcome you again to be on the call today. We are recording the call, so if you would like the recording at the end, you can certainly call Kathy, Kelly, or Jacob and get that. And then we're also going to be taking questions. So if you do have any questions throughout the call today, just put them into the questions section, and then at the end of the call, we'll address those questions and get those answered for you. So. But again, welcome to the call, and without further ado, I'm going to introduce Leon Fitch, and he's with Equitrust, and he's going to take us through the Wealthmax Bonus Life. Take it away, Leon.
Awesome, Brad. Hey, appreciate it, and welcome everyone. Again, as Brad had mentioned, my name is Leon Fitch. I'm a regional vice president at Equitrust. Yeah, exciting day for us. We've spent the better part, the last 90 days really getting to this point. We've been in kind of making air quotes here, pre-launch mode, where we've been rolling this product out with our IMO partners, making sure that they're up to speed and from a positioning perspective, all the nuts and bolts of the product. So it's been a fast road, but a long road to get to today. And we're super excited about it. We think we've got a product here that really fills some gaps, for clients and give you all another tool in your tool belt to help provide solutions to those folks. So again, really excited about it. And Brad had mentioned the folks on the life team at Premier. This has been exciting for me because look, we've only I've only known Equitrust from an annuity perspective. We had not had a life product because the previous version of Wealthmax predated my employment at Equitrust. So it's been nice to be able to expand our relationship and work with their life team, and they're, I know, excited about this product as well. So looking forward to introducing it to you. So hey, let's go ahead and jump into it. So look, Wealthmax Bonus Life. It's an index linked life product. The cool thing about this is, and you'll hear me say this a couple times throughout this presentation, whatever term you want to use, right? It's a Swiss Army knife. I'm a baseball guy, so I always use the term 5-tool player, meaning that it can do a lot of things, right? If you know what that means, it means that it can do pretty much everything. And I think as we go through this, you're going to see the flexibility of this product, the problems that it can solve for clients, and I think it's going to be a nice addition to the suite of products and solutions you're going to offer your folks. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey, you guys get this, right? I mean, over the next 20 years, I mean, I'm not even sure if I could write out 84 trillion and do it correctly on a piece of paper. That's a lot of zeros. Here's what I do know: it's a lot, and it's an opportunity. Okay, so $84 trillion are going to be passed down from older Americans to their heirs. We really see this product, probably, and this can change depending on your situation, but ultimately as a wealth transfer tool, an efficient way to do that, a way to leverage your dollars to make them more efficient. That said, the living benefits that are built into this product, the income opportunity that we've added to it, make this truly a multifaceted product that can, again, solve multiple problems for clients. So what does the product look like? What are the nuts and bolts? So we've got a 10-year surrender period on this, a $10,000 minimum premium, $1 million face maximum per client. It's a single premium product, issue age you can see, 45 to 80. Here's some really cool stuff. The 12% premium bonus. It's got a return of premium feature. I spent a little time on that. I think the return of premium is a warm and fuzzy. It's a feel good, for the client, right? They want to know, boy, if something happens in my life, my financial situation changes, can I get my money back, right? If I need it. And the answer to that question is yes. The reality is when you have a product that's got a nice bonus like this does, and has good, strong rates on the indexes from a growth perspective, oftentimes we don't utilize the return of premium. We're just going to surrender it, and the growth, right, with the premium bonus and whether it's a fixed account or point to point, whatever they're utilizing has outrun the surrender charge, and they're surrendering it. But from a conversational perspective with the client, that return of premium is just a good, thing that the client wants to hear. Hey, I can get my money back, right? It's simple. Return of premium is a pretty basic concept. So we like to have that as part of this. The accelerated death benefit rider, I'm going to talk about that in detail later in the presentation. And look, you guys are for-profit organizations, and that's okay, right? So we're proud to say, hey, we've got a 10% commission on this for issue ages 45 to 75, and it's 7% for ages 76 to 80. This is the point where I feel like, and you'll understand this here in a second, where if you've ever watched late night TV where they've got, the guy or the gal that are selling pots and pans or knives, and they go, hey, if you order in the next 15 minutes, right, we're gonna double your order. We're not quite gonna double your order, but we are gonna add a 1% commission special to the baseline commission. So between now and the end of the year, applications received, we'll pay 11% in that first tranche and 8%. So that's nice, right? An opportunity for you guys to make some really nice commission on a product that I think is going to be incredibly user-friendly. And I never use the term easy to sell. Nothing's easy to sell. I know better than that, but it will be easy to have the conversation. What's different? So with the Wealthmax was a product that we had a ton of success with, and whether you have a history with this product or not, it's good to know, hey, where do we start, and what are the upgrades that we've made. So what's the same is the return of premium feature that I just mentioned. It's a single premium product. It's on a whole life indexed whole life chassis. The accelerated death benefit rider is the same as it was, and it's a no lapse death benefit product. Okay, so still built on that same solid foundation as the previous product. What's different? What have we upgraded? What have we improved? 12% premium bonus. Well, it gets the account value humming early, right? So that's a really nice add. We've got some new index options, so we'll talk about what the index options look like here. But we've got our new trigger strategy. We've got the intraday trading strategy added to that. So those are all available. So it gives you real flexibility, right, as the market changes, to be able to adapt your crediting strategy to that. The longevity benefit is a new addition. That's an income strategy. We'll talk about that. That's I think a game changer, and one that honestly, guys, in a world where we talk a lot about income, right? I mean, I spent a ton of time, especially with the upgrades we made to our income rider. We spent a ton of time talking about lifetime income. This is an addition, a supplement to an income strategy. We'll talk about that. And then the underwriting process is a game changer. Makes this an absolute. When I hear the term user friendly, sometimes I think, what does that mean? Well, in this case, it's user friendly means the agent advisor experience is smooth, and then for the client, there's zero friction. Okay, for the client, we'll talk about that in detail. So a lot of really, really nice updates, upgrades, however you want to characterize these to this product. How does it work? So simply put, and guys, I always stop when I get to this slide, just to remind you, I get requests a lot to, hey, can you share your slides? And we don't share our slides, our PowerPoints. So the reason being because some of the information can change over time. And if someone has an old PowerPoint presentation, they present it to someone, now they've used outdated information, right? We can get ourselves in trouble that way. So we don't share our PowerPoint presentations. What we do is, for the most part, every tool that you see, or every one pager that you see here as a slide, we have as a marketing resource on the microsite. So I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So, if you're seeing something like this, boy, that'd be really handy. We've got this literally in a one-page quick facts marketing piece that is really slick and shows this entire grid. So from an underwriting perspective, there's really it's just approved or declined. Once you're approved, it's male, female, non-tobacco, tobacco. That's it. Very simple. So you can see a 45-year-old female non-tobacco, they give us $100,000. They will have an immediate face amount of $330,000. Okay. So and heck, down far, and I always kind of go down far right, you go down male, non-tobacco, 80-year-old issue age, still getting 15% leverage on their money. And that money, as you know, in the form of the death benefit will be paid tax-free, to the beneficiary. So, we think this is a really nice tool to leverage dollars that are out there. We'll talk about the funding and where we're finding, and hopefully, going to uncover dollars to put into this product. Return of premium, I talked about this, right? You guys get what that is. One note is that, in the event we've got a policy loan or we've elected to use the death benefit rider or the longevity benefit, that's the only thing that would eliminate or terminate the return of premium rider. And then I want to get into the accelerated death benefit rider. And again, this hasn't changed, but in today's world, right, when we're talking to folks, this, you guys are talking to people about, when you're talking about retirement, you're really talking about two main areas. You're talking about their money, okay? Do I have enough? Will it last long enough? Will it provide the lifestyle, right, that I want in retirement? And then the other is healthcare. How do I solve the healthcare riddle, whether it's base health insurance, or, hey, what if I have a long-term care or long-term care like event? Well, what have I done to plan or supplement, that need, right, from a product perspective? And we think that this is, we're very careful to say this is not long-term care, but boy, it really can be helpful in a case where someone needs dollars to solve that problem. So the terminal illness benefit, very simple. Okay, it's a lump sum payment with a 95% discount factor applied to the death benefit. Okay. If they're diagnosed as terminally ill. So, hey, someone knows, unfortunately, that they've got a terminal illness, they need some dollars for care, or anything, right? They want to do some things with their family. They want to pull those dollars forward. They can do that. That really, really powerful tool. Nursing care confinement, a couple of things here to point out. First of all, you can access these dollars in a couple of different ways. Up to 100% of the death benefit if they're confined to a nursing care facility for at least 90 days. Okay? They can accept those payments in monthly payments for up to 36 months, or a lump sum discounted factor at 85%. Chronic care benefit, similar, right? They can get up to 100% over 60 months, or a 75% discount factor based on the death benefit at that time. So, right. Why would we take one or the other? That's a personal choice. There's everyone's situation is different. Their goals and what they want to accomplish in the time that they have remaining, if it's a terminal illness, or the things that they need to get done and when they need to get them done, for their own personal care. That's why we have the two options. I think that's a really, really powerful, benefit. I hesitate to call it a secondary benefit, because I think we look at this as a wealth transfer tool. But boy, if you run into a scenario where you need this, this is primary, right? This is the most important thing. One thing that I always like to call out, there's a one-time $250 fee at the time of claim. I do that because if you're like me and you run the math, you say, hey, here's the death benefit, 95%. And then you're like, wait, that doesn't add up. It's because of the $250 fee at claim, charge. So just we again, being as transparent as possible. Income, okay, comes up a lot, like I just mentioned. So the longevity benefit, this is new to this product. This was not part of the previous product. So the insured may access their death benefit as an income once the policy has met a couple of provisions. So this is they have to satisfy both of these first two, right? Minimum 15 years in force, at least 85 years of age. So it's not an or, right? It's an and. Okay, they have to have both. So I'm going to show you a scenario here in a little bit where we've got a 65-year-old claim scenario. Well, that person would have to have that policy in force for 20 years, right? Because they'd have to be 85. Okay, so just kind of get your head wrapped around what that looks like. No withdrawals, loans, or use of the death benefit rider can have been used for this to remain in place. And the payments are made. This is not a lifetime income play. It's over 60 months. But gang, I want you to think about this. If you, and I use the same corny lines over and over, right? But if you have a crystal ball that tells you what your financial situation is going to look like, 15, 20 years into retirement, or what the markets are going to do, and share it with all of us. And if you have that, you're going to be really, really wealthy. So this is one of those things that say, hey, just in case, right? If you've ever seen, right, where you can break in case of emergency the glass, like this is kind of that from my perspective as I visualize selling this to a client. Look, we can't get to this for at least 15 years, but boy, if something happens and you need it, and you need access to capital, to income, right, what would this look like? And we can get you access to another 4,600 in change in this scenario, right? There's just one example of income for 5 years. So I think, again, incredibly powerful. Like what does inflation look like? How have your, depending on how you're distributing your retirement funds, right? How has that worked out? Do you need some additional funds? Who knows? But that's the point. Who knows, right? We can do, we got a lot of really, really talented professionals in our business, but the reality is none of us know until the scenario plays out and it's live, right? So here's an opportunity for someone to capture some additional income. So, reviewing, right? You've got the ability to transfer wealth efficiently from a tax perspective and leverage dollars. We've got the accelerated death benefit rider to solve problems for clients, right? We've got an income play with this product now with the longevity benefit. Okay, so again, I'm kind of building, up to the point where you get this a multifaceted, again, Swiss Army knife like product. Crediting strategies. So like I mentioned earlier, hey, and I take some time here to talk, as you guys have seen, I'm sure if you're in the annuity space, you know that there's a ton of rate activity and not going north, going south, right? The good news is this product, it's a totally different actuarial approach, because this is a life product. So we are, today is day one. We've got rates that you can see here. We have no intention, really no conversation about adjusting these. It's a different ball game than the annuity space. So when you look at the 5% fixed, on a product like this, the point to points, right? The performance triggered 8%, right? Meaning we've got to get $1 of growth, right, in the S&P, and we capture 8%, right? That's really, really nice and simple, right, for the client to understand. We've got a lot of options to be nimble based on what the market, throws at us, here, over the next several years. So we really like the opportunity we have here and some of the strategies that this allows you guys to employ. Flexibility options. You'll start to feel like some of these slides are a little redundant because I talk a lot about some of this stuff early, but I do think this slide does a good job of pointing out all of the flexibility from a liquidity perspective of this product. I've got to imagine this hasn't changed, right? Clients are always, we talked about the return of premium earlier. Clients are always like worried, like, hey, boy, if I put my money in this product, how do I access it if I need it, right? If something changes and boy, I really need it, I don't want to lose a bunch of money to a surrender charge. What can I do to access money? Well, we've got the ability to grab free withdrawals after the first policy year, 5% of the accumulation value per year without a surrender charge. There's a loan provision. As you can see, the current declared rate, the credit net rate 275. Okay, again, these are not reasons to sell this product, but they are selling points for the product, right? From a liquidity perspective, I've talked about the accelerated death benefit rider, the longevity benefit, and the return of premium. From a fees perspective, very standard, deducted from the policy values on a monthly basis per $1,000. Typical actuarial charges, right? Issue age, gender, and underwriting class for the first 15 years. There's a policy fee of $10 a month. Guys, in the illustration, and this is available, and I'll get to this later on the microsite. There's a sample illustration. It does a great job of making this very clear in its own columns what these charges and fees are, so the client can see it. Very transparent. upfront and clear and easy to understand. I think those are important things, okay? Cost of insurance is deducted monthly, and then I'd mentioned the accelerated death benefit rider fee of $250 at the point of claim. State approvals. So this was easy. We had the chassis of this product approved already. We had to make some amendments, some updates, and we were able to get that done pretty quickly. So we're approved in all states but New York. The light blue states, there are going to be some variations with the income rider. I'm sorry, not the income rider. Good grief, I've been talking income a ton. The longevity benefit, which is technically income, and then the accelerated death benefit rider. So the agent guide will lay out what those are specifically. Again, that's also available on a microsite, which I'll share with you here in a little bit. So we're ready to roll in all states except New York. Underwriting, game changer, okay? So you want to talk about a really simple, user-friendly process? How about one where we no longer have a phone interview, okay? The previous product had a 15 or 20-minute phone interview that we had to have the client do. No medical exams, no labs, no medical records. We simply pull third-party data and prescription history. We get an immediate decision on 100% of cases. So I've seen this done twice in a quote unquote practice environment, and we've had a underwriting decision back within 30 seconds. Okay. And the way that works is that they've gone through and they've gone into the application. They're filling out the different modules of, identifying information for the client, getting into the health conversation, things like that. And then the original module, the first one that pops up green, and we've got an underwriting decision that tells them approved or declined. Okay, so really slick. And again, user friendly. And I say user, that's the agent advisor, but also the client. Okay, we want to make it easy for clients to get coverage. That's the point. What's the process look like? There is a field underwriting and pre-qualification checklist. These are things that you'll be familiar with. Hey, in the last 10 years, have you had? Okay, we'll want some detail on that. And have you ever been diagnosed with things like, okay, AIDS, HIV, right? The kind of the parade of horribles that can be knockouts, for a life product. Okay, so once we've satisfied that, it's an e-app only product. So we'll have very, very little issue with NIGO in this case. I know, depending on who you talk to, there's still folks out there that really love their paper app. The reality is we have a very low NIGO percentage on e-app, and north of 20% on paper, and that just creates more efficiency for you and for us. We'll get that instant underwriting decision. At that point, we'll complete, sign, and submit the application all in one session. I don't know, guys, if this is a one call close, probably not, right? There's probably one conversation about the concept, the product, getting agreement from the client, and then another where we just complete it, okay? And we get this thing funded and we're off and running. So we think this addition, this upgrade is an absolute game changer, for this product. Product positioning, I've talked about this. Depending on the client situation, right? Probably initially it's a wealth transfer accumulation vehicle. You got that instant 12% premium bonus. We got the ability to create, I'll show you the math here in a second, death benefit that leverages those dollars, the power of the guarantees to the living benefits, the flexibility that it provides from a liquidity perspective, and an ease of use from an underwriting perspective. So where's the money come from? You guys have probably all heard the term dusty money. We've got money out there that, hey, we don't really have earmarked for anything. We're probably going to leave it to the kids or the grandkids, but we've got it sitting out there just in case, right? Maybe we've got some underperforming life policies, or policies that still require premium payments, okay? Or a non-qualified annuity where the client really isn't using that money for retirement. And we can pull those funds into this product. What does it look like applied to a real world scenario? So we've got a hypothetical client here. Carol, she's a non-smoker. She's 65. She's got 100 grand over in a CD. Again, these are not dollars she plans on using. She wants to leave these monies to her grandchildren. She does have some concerns though, right? What happens if health-related expenses during her lifetime become an issue, right? So her intention is to leave this money to her grandchildren, but boy, what if man, what if something happens that I can't anticipate and I have not planned otherwise for? What do I do and what does that look like? Here, in my opinion, guys, is where the power of this product comes in, okay? So you'll see the next two slides. These are supplements in the illustration, okay? So the illustration is a sales tool, as it should be, but it shows the client. Remember, Carol has 100,000 in a CD earning 4%. When I say supplement, there's actually a supplement that will allow you to compare the performance of her current strategy with what we are offering within this product and show it side by side, okay? Man, that's really, I think that's really cool. Say, hey, Carol, here's what you're doing today. Here's what this will look like. Here are the holes, potential holes in that strategy. And here's what we're offering. And here's what, you know, the holes that it fills, okay? So it's, you know, I think a really, really well done, well thought out strategy from a sales perspective. So again, $100,000. She gets an immediate $180,000 in death benefit. You can see the guarantees for her health related events, right? That 95% lump sum for terminal illness, nursing care, chronic care. You see the numbers. Those are powerful numbers. Those are dollars that can really come in handy. If, you know, I always use the term, things go bump in the night, right? Something happened, okay, that she did not anticipate, and she's got coverage for herself here. We've got the liquidity play with the return of premium. Okay, Leon, well, what happens if, you know, this policy is in place for a long time, right? And okay, how about her life expectancy? Carol's life expectancy is 89. Look at the death benefit now. So just shy of, or just north of $326,000. We started with a $100,000 investment. Look at the living benefits. How powerful. So at age 89, right, is there a chance that Carol may have, you know, need for, you know, nursing care, help, chronic care benefit, right? Maybe. There's a really, really good chance that is a reality. We're not talking return of premium anymore, guys. We're talking a cash surrender of just shy of $290,000. So again, I'll flip back because I like to make the point. These two slides are A, part of our marketing material, and B, part of every illustration you can add to it, so you can show the client, hey, today, here's what you have. Hey, down the road, look at what this can do for you and your beneficiaries, okay? I think it's a powerful statement and one that we're really excited about. Programs, it's eligible for all our programs. This is easy. So Equitrust, our tiered comp program, dollar for dollar credit towards that. Our 2025 producer trip in Turks and Caicos, which, guys, will be world class. And we've got qualification continuing through 1031. Every dollar sold into this product is credited there, and it's also eligible for our internal exchange program. So you know, this is an easy slide. It's eligible for all the things. Sales opportunities, I talked about this, okay? It's a Swiss Army knife, 5-tool player, whatever you want to use, you know, for whatever analogy you like best. Tax-free death benefit, the 12%, you know, jump starts that accumulation / cash value, the return of premium. You get it, right? I beat this up, you know, throughout the presentation. There's a ton of opportunity and flexibility in this product. You know, again, as we do this, I'll probably start to hide some of these slides because I talked so much about all of these things, you know, but I do want to reiterate the underwriting, right? Simple, quick. You know, I used to think that was an oxymoron when we talked about underwriting. Anything that was simple or quick with underwriting, come on now, I know better, right? Well, our industry has come a long way, you know, in this space. The access to data to be able to make good underwriting decisions has grown immensely, and it's made it a much better user experience, customer experience. So, you know, that's been a really, really nice add. How do you learn the product outside of sitting on a webinar and listening to me, you know, talk to you about it and sell it to you, right? Well, the Wealthmax Bonus Life microsite, if you go to our agent portal and go over to the microsites tab and click on it, we have two, one for our asset-based long-term care product Bridge, and now Wealthmax Bonus Life. You jump on here, everything you need, gang, to learn the product, to market the product, to write the product is housed on this microsite. Our marketing folks have done an absolutely amazing job putting this together. I mean, I call it world class because I think it is. Anything you need, any questions you need answered, FAQs, you name it, are available. It literally at the tip of your fingers for this product on our microsite. Okay. So, hey, with that, Brad, I'm gonna turn it over. I'm sure we have some questions. I'll warn everyone. There have been a couple in the last couple of days that I have actually not had the answer to, because remember, this is still a new product for me. But for the most part, I've got it pretty dialed in. So if we've got some questions out there, I'd love to answer them.
Thanks, Leon. That was great. I'll just touch on a few things with the product that I found as highlights. The quick underwriting decision and 100% instant decision is really big. I mean, that's just a great benefit for a product like this. All the additional benefits that the client gets to access the death benefit along the way if they run into a situation like you mentioned, break the glass situation that they may have in their life that allows the client to access those funds and be able to have a living benefit along the way, as well as an increasing death benefit. So that's, one of the things that probably jumped off the page the most is how you guys captured and show the benefits of the product and how the death benefit can increase along the way. The great index strategies that you have there too. You talked a little bit about the trigger performance index that's out there. That's one of my favorite. I was really happy when you guys started using that index. I think that's one that is very easy for the client to understand. So when we talk about different indexes and things like that, it sure makes it easy. As far as getting ready to sell the product, so I don't recall that you touched on this part, but can you kind of walk through if an agent is appointed, what they need to do to be ready to sell this product, and then if they're not appointed, what they need to do?
Yeah, so good question. So we now have just the one contract, right? So if you are appointed and contracted with us on the annuity, it's annuity and life are all in one contract. So if you've just been an annuity person, but and Brad, you went through this with us and we updated our contract recently. This was part of that play. They don't have to do anything. Okay, they're already ready to go. All right. And if they're not appointed, well, they have to obviously gain appointment with us. And then once they do, it's just the one contract, and they'll be ready to sell this product.
Any product training that they need to complete?
Assuming they're life licensed. Yeah.
Yep. Any product training that they need to do for this one?
So there are, I should add this to this slide. There are a couple states that require a product training that most states do not. In most states, we do not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So literally just being appointed.
All right. So like with the annuity products, there's always training involved there. So with this one, there's nothing additional that they would have to do. They're ready to go today. If you're appointed with Equitrust, you're ready to write. And again, this is electronic only. So you find that on the Equitrust website. It's really easy to find.
Yeah. So sorry to interrupt you, Brad. So e-app only, microsite. You can access the application right through the microsite. Again, on the agent portal. Okay, go in there. You'll literally see far right microsites. Click on it, and you'll see Wealthmax Bonus Life. Click on that, and that's your home for this product. Illustrations, calculator. Application, and you're ready to go.
Perfect. All right, that's awesome. Well, thanks, Leon. I don't see any additional questions. You must have done such a great job that you answered them all. So I would say that you're going to want to reach out to Kathy, Kelly, or Jacob. Make sure you have that link to that microsite so that you're ready to roll with this product. And again, this is perfect for clients and prospects who have that dusty money that Leon talked about. So money that they plan on passing on to their heirs, either their family, their kids, or their grandkids, and they want to enhance that gift that they want to pass on to them as well. So, and do it tax-free. So a lot of great benefits to this product. We're excited that Equitrust has relaunched this, and they did it in an improved format. So it's great to see the product. We're excited for it. And again, if you have any questions or concerns or just cases that you want us to work on for you, give the team at Premier a call and ask for either Kathy, Kelly, or Jacob, and they will get you up and rolling. Thanks, Leon. Have a great day.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.